The universe of Boruto always surprises us with incredible powers and mysteries that challenge our understanding. Among them, one of the most intriguing is the power of Eida, the Otsutsuki, capable of enchanting practically anyone with her absolute charm. However, in the recent chapter of Boruto 2 Blue Vortex, we saw something unexpected. Sarada and Sumire, two extremely powerful kunoichi, simply did not succumb to Eida'S charm. And that brings us to a fascinating question. Why did Eida'S power fail specifically with them? To understand this, we must analyze how Eida'S power actually works. The Otsutsuki's charm is not merely physical or psychological. It acts directly upon the most intimate and hidden desires within the victim's heart. She has the ability to perceive and manipulate subconscious desires, turning them into an irresistible force that compels the person to submit to her. It is a power that transcends simple persuasion or chakra manipulation. It touches the very essence of what each person most longs for, often without them even realizing it. And it is precisely here that our theory begins to take shape. Sarada Uchiha and Sumire Kake, two characters with very distinct personalities, did not fall under Eida'S enchantment. But it wasn't just luck or physical resistance. It was something deeper. In the chapter, it is revealed that a hidden desire within Eida herself prevented her power from working. Sarada and Sumire's desire to have true friends, to form genuine, pure, and selfless bonds. This point is crucial. Eida'S power works best on hearts that can be influenced by superficial or selfish desires, ambition, pride, the need for recognition, or even fear. But when a desire is deeply altruistic or directed toward genuine connections, Eida'S charm encounters an invisible barrier. Sarada and Sumire didn't just resist, they were protected by their own desire for true friendship, a feeling that could not be manipulated by any external force. Imagine this as a spiritual shield. Eida'S power is like a magical key that can open any emotional lock, but Sarada and Sumire had something inside them that could not be unlocked: the purity of their wish for genuine connection. This leads us to believe that Eida'S power, as divine as it may seem, has limits defined by the very heart of the victim. This theory also explains why characters who are generally more susceptible to her charm, such as many mid-level shinobi or even adults with emotional weaknesses, fall instantly under her influence. They possess desires that can be exploited: vanity, ego, or emotional neediness. But when a ninja harbors a desire so pure and genuine, manipulation becomes impossible. Furthermore, this gives us a deeper perspective on Sarada and Sumire. Their resistance was not only willpower or physical resilience. It was a reflection of their emotional maturity. Throughout their journeys, they learned to value true friendship above all else, to choose their allies based on trust and genuine bonds, not on interest or external influence. This growth is not only narrative, it becomes a real defense against supernatural abilities like Eida'S. Another interesting point in this theory is the implication for Eida herself. The Otsutsuki, despite her immense power, cannot force a connection that depends on deep emotional sincerity. This suggests that there is a hierarchy of resistance in the world of Boruto. Powers that manipulate superficial feelings can be defeated or neutralized by true and pure desires. It's a subtle but extremely meaningful rule. If we carry this theory further, we can speculate that Eida'S power is limited not by chakra or physical strength, but by the level of emotional sincerity within the victim. The more a heart is aligned with its true and altruistic desires, the stronger its resistance becomes. And that opens up a universe of possibilities regarding the potential of other characters. Who else might resist Eida based on powerful hidden desires? Boruto, for instance, has a deep desire to protect his friends and Konoha. That could explain why, even though he is young and emotionally impulsive, he could also show partial resistance to Eida'S charm if the situation demanded it. On the other hand, characters with selfish or conflicted desires would likely stand no chance. Returning to Sarada and Sumire, the theory becomes even more interesting when we consider that true friendship is not just a feeling, but a type of invisible power. It is an energy that connects people in a way that cannot be manipulated. Eida'S charm seeks to create dependency or emotional submission. But it cannot penetrate genuine bonds, because those bonds are not vulnerable. They are reciprocal, voluntary, and sincere. In narrative terms, this creates a powerful message for the Boruto universe. Even in a world of supernatural powers, sincerity, trust, and human bonds are forces that cannot be subdued. No matter how overwhelming the opponent's power may be, true desire, especially one linked to friendship and emotional connection, is impenetrable. Therefore, the most plausible explanation for Eida'S failure against Sarada and Sumire is not merely resistance or luck, but a concrete manifestation of their hidden desire for true friendship. That desire acted as a shield, blocking Eida'S influence and showing that the strength of the heart can surpass even divine abilities. If we analyze more deeply, we can imagine that when Eida tried to use her charm, she probably sensed fragments of the genuine desire within the two girls, but could not manipulate them. This indicates that Eida'S power is sensitive but not absolute, and that there exists a thin line between manipulating superficial emotions and touching deep, pure desires. This theory not only explains what happened in the recent 2 Blue Vortex chapter, but also gives us insight into the ninja world itself. That the true strength of a shinobi is not merely chakra or combat skill, but also the purity of their feelings and the sincerity of their desires. Sarada and Sumire, in this case, are living examples that true friendship is a powerful defense against any emotional manipulation. In summary, we can conclude that Eida'S power acts upon hidden desires and emotional vulnerabilities. Sarada and Sumire possessed a deep, pure, and genuine desire for true friendship. That desire functioned as a shield, making them immune to Eida'S charm. Their resistance was not just willpower, but a concrete manifestation of their emotional maturity and sincerity. This shows that, even in a world of supernatural powers, the purity of feelings and genuine bonds can overcome seemingly invincible abilities. Therefore, if you're watching this video and wondering why Sarada and Sumire did not fall before Eida, the answer is clear. The desire for true friendship is stronger than any power of manipulation. And Boruto, Sumire and Sarada show us that the strength of the heart is, in fact, a superhuman ability on its own.